The already ugly race for John Wiley Price's county commissioner is getting even nastier. Just days after Price and Dwayne Caraway nearly traded blows at a gospel radio station, there is more name-calling today and now allegations of mental illness. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has the very latest.
I want to begin to put a little pressure on Mr. Caraway to resign and take his name out of the hat.
A faint contender for the District 3 County Commissioner seat, Micah B. Phillips wants the Democratic Party to declare Dwayne Caraway ineligible to be the party nominee.
Because I feel that he has become delusional, he's shown to be mentally unstable.
Phillips referring to Caraway's conversation on the Ticket Radio where he alleged
that I have conspired with John Wiley Price to set him up to act the way he acted.
Phillips says the shouting, shoving match at gospel radio station KHVN shows Caraway can't handle his emotions or the pressure and stress that comes with this race.
We're dealing with some gangsters, some people that set us up, and they are bullies.
Dwayne Caraway, who had not turned in campaign finance reports on time, says he didn't because he was trying to protect his supporters from Phillips and Price.
They are gangsters. They've shot up my house. They've shot up my buses. They've set us up at the radio stations. They've threatened us. And I'm going to try to protect as many people as I possibly can.
Now, I'm assuming that you're talking about Commissioner John Wiley Price. You have
Absolutely.
called him a bully before.
He and Michael, that other guy, they are con artists, and they are not to be trusted.
I have never, ever talked to Micah Phillips except at forums.
Incumbent Commissioner John Wiley Price denies conspiring with Phillips to crater Caraway's campaign.
Never colluded about anything. And again, I mean, he's delusional. But again, all of the evidence says that. And unfortunately, he's just coming apart at the seams.
Sean Rabb's in studio. Quickly, Micah Phillips, not a doctor.
No,
right?
no.
John Wiley Price, not a doctor, no position to be making mentally ill evaluations. So we'll set that straight just on the up and up. But is Dwayne Caraway saying John Wiley Price is outside his house shooting? He says they shot up my campaign bus. Does he mean them specifically or maybe some random supporter? What is he talking about?
Don't think we can understand that. I would safely assume that he's alleging they had it done, if not doing it themselves. I think that's what we can take away from that.
Let's talk about sort of this collusion.
Really harsh allegations.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yes.
And maybe the collusion thing is a lesser allegation, but is there, there is the possibility that one of these candidates who's under indictment won't serve out this term if they get into trouble, John Wiley Price, if he's convicted. Is there a possibility they're trying to align a replacement or something like that? No discussions talked about at all about that?
No, and should all that happen, which is way down the road, the trial is right now set for September. If he's convicted on these corruption charges, then it would be up to the county judge, Clay Jenkins, to appoint someone to finish out that term. It could be one of those. It could be someone else. That's up to the judge.
But John Wiley Price would have no voice in that at all at that point. So okay.
No, but right now the voices are raging and they're very, very loud and really
nasty. That was a good categorization.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, thanks.
All right.